Hi everyone, this is Caroline Speaks State of Our World on Thursday, September 2nd, 2021. What is it? Good, better, and different? Let's check out the headlines. Main headlines. Rest in peace, Roe v. Wade. Supreme Court won't block Texas abortion ban that is clearly an unconstitutional law. Texas passed a ban on abortions after 6 weeks, and instead of allowing officials to enforce it, they're sending out a citizens enforcement squad because they knew officials trying to enforce it would be struck down. So they sent out a citizens enforcement mob. Anyone can attack the woman, anyone who helps her with medical care, who drives her, say, in a taxi. Just, they don't want this, but see, these people, these conservative people, don't want to take care of the babies that are here. They don't want to provide them with health care, food, and housing. But the unborn, they'll save the unborn. Then once the unborn is born and goes home with their mother, and the mother is poor, they're going to help the mother? Very hypocritical. Well, it's going to be challenged. It's not going to stand. Elijah McClain pleaded I can't breathe before his 2019 death. Now 3 police and 2 paramedics charged. Thank you. I hope they go to jail. Afghan Women's Network president, women's rights may go back 200 years if the Taliban not held accountable. That would be a tragedy. But then look at what we have with women's rights here. The right-wing white supremacists. We have a real problem with women's rights. Native American women, immigrant women, Asian women, not just Afghan. Was Afghanistan the first feminist war, examining the role of white feminism in the longest U.S. war? Apparently, white feminists, they say, encouraged the war in Afghanistan to help the women. But I don't know if that's true, but that's what they're saying. So, and these white feminists, are they helping women here who are immigrants, who are Latino, who are black, who are brown, who are Asian? I don't know. Now, what are some other headlines? I just see hypocrisy. Supreme Court refuses to halt Texas anti-abortion law while legal challenges proceed. It was a 5-4 decision, and it's unfortunately, it's a conservative court and it's not a conservative country. Hurricane Ida's remnants bring tornadoes, flooding, and record rainfall to the Northeast. In New York, the rain was in the subways. Yeah, but that subways are below ground, and New York City is below sea level, so I am not surprised. Gulf Coast faces shortages of food, water, and energy days after Hurricane Ida's landfall. UN says 5-fold increase in extreme weather events caused over 2 million deaths since 1970. I can believe that. Taliban parade U.S.-made military hardware in as refugees gather at Afghanistan's borders. But I don't know if any of the bordering nations will be able to take them in, like Pakistan, Iran, some other surrounding nations. New York extends eviction moratorium halted by U.S. Supreme Court. Texas school district cancels classes after 2 teachers die of the coronavirus. Yes. No masks, no social distancing, no vaccine. What do you expect? Actually, put the Texas governor and his partners in crime, other Texas officials, it's all their fault. Colorado, grand jury indicts 3 cops, 2 paramedics in killing of Elijah McClain. He said he couldn't breathe, and they attacked him. and they gave him some kind of a drug, and he died days later. Okay, the judge approves. Oh, another one. Nigerian officials shut down schools after latest mass kidnapping. Nigeria, they kidnap the students and they get a ransom, and then they kidnap other students. Judge approves $4.5 billion settlement, shielding Sackler family from future opioid lawsuits. The Sackler family should not be shielded from future lawsuits. They take everything away from them and put them in jail. They killed so many people. Biden issues warning to Russia as Ukrainian President Zelensky visits the White House. GOP leader McCarthy threatens companies that cooperate with House insurrection probe. The House committee, the January 6th probe, is seeking all kinds of phone records and such from telecommunication companies. So, McCarthy, you're the minority leader. How dare you threaten them? You should be in jail for treason and support of treason. People committing treason like Trump and all your buddies. Biden defends U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, signals end to U.S. nation building through war. I agree. Louisiana governor tells Hurricane Ida evacuees do not return amid power outages, lack of services, water, etc. Texas enacts near total ban on abortion, the most draconian anti-choice law in the country. Texas legislature passes voter suppression bill, sending measure to governor's desk. That'll be challenged. Okay, now let's look at this McCarthy guy. Cooperate with House insurrection probe. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy warned tech and telecommunication companies not to comply. Requests from lawmakers investigating the deadly January 6th insurrection at the Capitol, saying Republicans will not forget if they do. So what are you going to do, McCarthy? What are you going to do? I really hope they vote you and your buddies out of office. The House Select Committee has requested the companies preserve records related to the attack. McCarthy said the request was illegal, though he did not offer any legal backing for his claim. McCarthy is an idiot. Meanwhile, here in New York, the Director of Security and the controller for the Trump Organization are expected to testify before a Manhattan grand jury today as continue into financial crimes at the former president's businesses. Very good. I mean, McCarthy and Trump can share a cell. Okay, now that's a lot of news. How about a little music? Okay. There's a very old song called He. It's short. I don't know all the words, but here we go. He can turn the tides and calm the angry sea. He alone decides who writes a symphony. He alone can hear a child's first prayer. He da 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 da. Okay, that was a short one. Thank you for joining us this evening of September 2nd, 2021. Meeting of Carolyn Speaks, State of the World. I hope you're back with us again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, take care of yourself and others, wear a mask, and when the vaccine is available for you and it's safe for you to take it, I would take it. I had mine on May 27th, had 2 sore arms, and I was tired for a week, but now I'm fine. And remember, take care of each other, and remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night.